Okay, so let's talk about the Netflix's new Love, Death, and Robots episode. I will definitely talk about the other episodes if y'all want, but I've only checked out Jibaro and the David Fincher short, but I will definitely talk about the other ones if y'all want me to. So this one's going to be about Jibaro only. So if you want me to talk about the other ones, let me know in the comments below, and also give this video a thumbs up. That way I know that y'all want more of this series. So let's talk about the meaning behind Jibaro, its ending, and all around the short as a whole. So I'm definitely going to talk about what happened in the short, as well as Alberto Miogo, who is the writer and director of the short, what he had to say, the short means to him, and also what I took of it from as well. So the writer-director Alberto Miogo talked to Animation World recently about what this short meant. So before we get into that, let's talk about this episode, what basically happened here. So basically this deals with a siren who is covered in jewelry, gold, coins, all of that. And we see a group of like knights, explorers, whatever you want to call them, going around. And it seems that they are out to find this treasure, whatever it may be. But they encounter the siren, and the siren does a shriek song that basically kills you if you listen to it, where it makes you go mad and crazy, pulls you towards her. Eventually you get killed by everybody else going crazy around you, or your own self as well. We see one knight, however, is not affected by the song, and the reason because of that is that they are actually deaf, and so they don't really get affected when they hear the song or the shriek because they don't hear it. Now this is intriguing to the siren because they probably never met someone like this, and it looks like they have sort of an attachment growing for them, or a fondness that they want to get to know them even more. And we see this start to blossom into something that looks more along the lines of being romantic. Although it looks like it at first that the feelings are mutual, it turns that not really. The knight actually just wants the gold, the coins, and all of that, and eventually seems to be killing the siren to take all of this, taking it all from their body and eventually leaving them for dead in the water. And that's pretty much how that goes. This knight then goes and takes the gold, the coins, and all of that, and as he is going through the forest, whatever, he stops to drink some water. Now this water now has the blood of the siren, and it seems that she has more magical properties than we were led to believe, as this actually brings the hearing back for the man. And the siren notices this, as she actually isn't dead, and starts her shriek song, scream, whatever you want to call it, and die in the water. And we see that the siren now has become this new person as well. So that's pretty much what happens here. Now let's talk about what Alberto Miogo had to say when he talked about it to Animation World. Not everything has to be about a guy that is saving the world or who has a nice hero's journey, where you can see how he's evolving into a better version of himself. In this case, there is no improvement. Actually, it's the opposite. They both end up being the worst versions of themselves, and there is no lesson that they learn. They both lose. Honestly, I like when a film leaves me a little bit uncomfortable. I agree with that statement right there, where the film has to definitely not give you what you were expecting for it to be a great film, and leaves you there thinking like, what did I just watch? Because that's exactly how I felt about it when I was watching this, especially towards the end, because I went in a direction I wasn't expecting at all. He also goes on to say, what I want the audience to understand is that this is a film that is not about heroes. None of our characters here are heroes. In fact, both of them are pretty sketchy. There are moments when the audience is going to favor one over the other. In the beginning, you'll see that this woman is a monster, but later you'll feel more empathy for her. Jibaro is also talking about a relationship that is also extremely toxic, about a relationship between predators that is sensual because it's based on the attraction to each other for the wrong reasons. I like when you don't know who is a real good person and who is the bad guy. It promotes a strong feeling. We use and we choose people for completely wrong reason, and they choose us for completely wrong reasons as well, and we end up all suffering. There are people who are lucky that they've been together for whatever years since they were very young, but most of us, we struggle to find our second half. I love to talk about that because it's very personal, and when you talk about personal stuff, I think that you actually make the audience understand it and make them feel it's real. And so I think with that, he's basically saying that this whole short that he did, animated feature, whatever, is based upon a toxic relationship. And I really see that now when I see the film once again, and I take his words into account, because both of them actually have an attraction to one another. that doesn't really have to deal with maybe their own personalities or any of that. The man is attracted to the gold and all of that this siren possesses, as where the siren's pretty much seeing this as somebody who's not like the others and has this different distinct quality to them, but doesn't really know the person that well or what their true intention or heart desires. It's just this one specific thing that is different from all of the others, and that pretty much leads to this attraction, but then ultimately they take from another, and they don't really know exactly what it is at the end of the day that they were actually feeling. And as he says, it's more of a predator situation where one is preying on the other for whatever thing it is that they actually want. And so that's a very good way to put it. I also saw it in a way as sort of like the effects that we see with sort of like the characters at the beginning, the knights and all of that, pillaging the earth and all of its materials and all of that, and also seeing it as a way of Mother Nature coming back at it. And of course, maybe the director didn't intentionally do that because he was doing more of the intention on relationships, but that's the beauty of analyzing things, that we can all draw different conclusions about what this actually means to one another. And I really do enjoy when films can do that, and I think this one's a great interpretation of that. And I thought that this was such a great short. It's definitely my favorite one out of all of the new ones we got. Number 2 would be the David Fincher one, which I will be doing a separate video on that tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But overall, the animation and everything in this one was beautiful. I thought that everything looked insane as well, and it definitely really gets you thinking about what it means exactly to be sort of like attracted to someone for all of the wrong reasons, and then ultimately it all backfires back because there was never a strong feeling there. And when you take and take from someone, ultimately it takes from you as well. And I think we saw that be presented amazingly in this short. So let me know your thoughts and opinions on this short, of what you think it means and all of that, because even though it means something to the director, it can mean something entirely to you. So comment down below your thoughts and opinions. But as always, that is going to do it for me. If you want me to do more on all the other episodes, I definitely will, if you let me know in the comments below which one, and also give it a thumbs up. That way I know that y'all want to see more of these videos on Love, Dev, Robots. But I will be doing the David Fincher one only if nobody else wants to see any of the other stuff. So that should come out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But as always, that's going to do it for me. We are on the road to 25,000 subscribers. We hit 21,000 over the weekend, so super excited about that. But I'm definitely excited to do the 25,000 subscriber giveaway, so stay tuned for that by hitting the notification bell and subscribing to the video down below. As always, I'll see all of you next time. Better Call Saul season finale, well, mid-season finale tonight, so expect a video tonight, as well as the Thor Love and Thunder trailer. So a ton of videos on a Monday. Pretty insane, right? Anyways, I'll see all of you next time. As always, follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Culture Elixir is the name. As always, stay safe, stay positive.